Hello, my dear friends. I'm Ulrich. I'm a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do your classic Lenormand card reading. These card readings are very much into detail, so if you're looking for a very short card reading, this is not it, because you will get a lot of details for the month to come. So, my dear friends, we will see here where it leads for you for the month of July. So, Leo, here we go for your classic Lenormand card reading for the month of July. Hello, my Leo friends, and welcome to your classic Lenormand card reading for the month of July. As your first card here, we see the sun. The sun is actually the card of Leo, so this is a very good card for you. It's a positive card. It's the sun, it's fertility, it's progress, it's yes. So it's a very positive card here that we are having. If we had certain wishes, these wishes in general with the sun are granted here. Maybe also you feel more happy. Sometimes also we have the bear here in the middle. We are thinking, or we are coming in a position of more authority. The bear often represents managers, teachers, people who educate, who teach others. The problem with the bear sometimes is that we need to be careful not to be overbearing or over dominant or too controlling, because the bear is also, that's the other side of the bear that we are seeing there. Anyway, coming back to the sun here, this is the yes card. As I said here, even if things for the moment are not so very positive, this means that things will turn out in a positive way for you here, especially on the financial front here. There could be some progress, and also on the front of stability, as we see here. As the central card here, we see here that this is the card, the bear. This is the card of the teacher, the manager. Maybe you're longing for, or you are about to come in a position of management, of more authority, because this is actually, the fox is the card of the work. And here we see, if we combine these two cards, it means that we come, or we are able to come in a position of authority. If you waited for this for a while, this could bring this new position with the mice there. It could bring stress. Probably this is a stressing job, whatever it is that you go into. And also, if you're waiting for it, maybe there are some form of delays. It's important, if we want to avoid certain delays, that we pay attention to the paperwork. Maybe certain things need to be attended, and it's important with the mice that we pay attention to small details. If we pay attention to small details, things will get more smoothly and less stressing. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we see here also, then as I said here, this is a position of authority. We are aspiring to a position of authority. And as I said, be careful not over imposing yourself, not being over dominant towards your students, towards your colleagues, especially Leo. They are an impressive sign. They have a lot of strength. They have a lot of energy. So be careful, be aware of your personality, because this combination is really very strong. So be careful, keep yourself a little bit on the leash here. Use your heart wise. It's important here that we work from out of the heart, not from out of the dominance. Anyway, we go now we're gonna mirror the cards now. We're gonna mirror the sun and the anchor. The sun and the anchor here, it tells us there's a certain security above us, a certain protection above us. This is what we are seeing here. Often the mountain has to do with another city. So it's possible that if you are thinking about another job, or if there is another job offer, that this job offers, first of all, it comes from another city. But if you have been searching, maybe this came through the internet, or maybe there is some education form through the internet. This is possible from other people who are considering a migration or a change. The mountain also often represents abroad. So it's possible that you consider maybe a teaching position in abroad, maybe a management position abroad, and you get a foothold there, because these cards represent a foothold here that we are seeing here. But we are very happy with what we are about to strive for with this combination of cards. There is there's a big confidence here. There's a protection. We will become more established. We will see that our foundations are very solid, so we can build further here. And we should also try to relax, even though the situation could be quite stressing at certain moments. Anyway, if you have been waiting for the job for a long time and there are delays, you will be crowned with success here. This is what we are seeing here. But it's possible that it requires certain efforts, certain energies. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's also possible that a part of this job it's like we are also alone a certain part of the day. This is what we are seeing here, because the mountain, he likes to retreat himself. So this is what we are seeing here also with this card. But you will achieve your goals here. There are leading abilities here with this combination of cards here. We are in a state of happiness with this combination of cards. Then we have the a book and the fish here. The book and the fish, it tells us here that there are also financial improvements. This will make you happy from the heart. This is not a job that we are doing for the money. That this is what we are seeing here. This is something that you do literally out of your heart here. If this is an education profession, for instance, you will like what you're doing. You will really do it upon the heart here. As I said, education positions in abroad, management positions in abroad, but you will really do it from your heart. This is also often proposes promotions. So here we get promotions here with this combination of cards. Since all these cards are positive, it means that your finances will improve here with this combination of cards. It's possible also that for certain reasons we are very good in accountancy. We need to balance our budget very well out, or we balance our finances very well out. There is a certain knowledge here, also a vast knowledge about finances here with this combination of cards. For other people, if they go in a management position, for instance, it can mean that you could be offered money off the books, that we often earn money off the books. This is what we are seeing here. And also we will save this money. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe before the period was not easy, the financial period for us, and now we are thinking about saving. You maybe you are more in control of your money, and you will see that you have something for your money. Sometimes also it means that we have secret bank accounts in somebody else's name, money that is very hard to trace. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that somehow there's a form of education here in the financial field. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe this is about banking. Maybe you have an education in banking, but you choose for going into management or from education. This is what we are seeing here, and it will bring you financial gains. This is what we are seeing here. It has a value, also a personal value to you as a person. Then we go into the horizontal lines. We have the sun and the mountain and the anchor here. The sun and the mountain here, this points to success. We overcome all obstacles. It's possible also that you are considering a vacation. This could be a vacation in a quiet area, but since we have the anchor also, it's a possibility that it's a combination of both. So part of the vacation could be in a cooler area, and a part of the vacation could implement a more beach area. So it could be a little bit of both here, but there will be a form of retreatment here, or you go to a quiet beach area. This is possible also, or you combine the three here. Anyway, we will see that we will implement also some rest here. We will celebrate our success. Maybe you did a lot of effort to come where you are with this combination of cards. Also, it's possible that in the past you had a lot of blockages, but these hurdles will be overcome here. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe before you were curtailed, but now things are going more open here. Anyway, we see here also that it's important for us that we ourselves are happy. We have the fox here, and this points to self-happiness. So it will be important for us that we have self-happiness. Also, if you didn't see the obstacles before, they will become clear for you. Then we have the mountain and the anchor. This often points to a foothold in another city, or more and often also in abroad. So if you consider this here, this points to that here. This is what we are seeing here: work abroad, foothold abroad. This is what we are seeing here with this combination, and it could be related to your work, as we saw here earlier already. It's possible also that somehow there's a lover intertwined in abroad, or somebody you know in abroad, and this person is also intertwined in that here. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination We could also have some heavy responsibilities here, heavy loads to bear. This is what we are seeing here. With this combination, but it certainly points to a foothold in another city or most likely in another country. Anyway, maybe if you come there, there's also a possibility here that you are temporarily blocked. Maybe this is due to the rules and the regulations. Maybe you need to go in a certain quarantine because the mountain also represents quarantine. So this is possible. Maybe you need to go longer in a quarantine because you didn't implement certain rules or regulations. Maybe you didn't want to take the jabs. Maybe that's why you need to stay longer here in quarantine for a certain period. But it's possible here that with this combination of cards, but since you have the sun here, it will move on because the sun is a very positive card here. This is what we are seeing here with these cards. Anyway, the difficulties also you will overcome if there would be here with this combination of cards here. If there are certain blockades, it's possible also if you travel that there are some road blockades here, that we have a lot of controls, a lot of checkpoints. This is what we are seeing here. Then we come in the second horizontal line, we have the fox and the bear. Here we see that, as I said here, we become our own boss. Management, the management brings stress. We need to pay attention a lot to the details, or we are required to pay a lot of attention to the details here. This is what we are seeing here, but probably we'll maneuver through the things here with this combination of cards. Also, probably also we need to be a little bit diplomatic here with this combination. If there are certain people in charge of us, we will need to we need to be a little bit diplomatic towards them also here. Sometimes also it points that for some reason we need to be respectful to these people, or they want a lot of respect, or they require a lot of respect here with this combination of cards here. On another side, I want to mention this also. If you have a relationship with somebody in another city or in abroad, with the fox, we always need to be careful. The fox is the card from wait and see. It's operating between dusk and dawn. So be careful if you invest your emotions, your feelings in it, because the fox and the heart here, it points to half-heartedness. So it's possible that this other person or one of both parties is half-hearted in this relationship. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards. You need to take your time here for observing if this is really in the way that you want it to go. But probably you will be suspicious, because the fox is a suspicious card. It's a little bit like a police officer or like a detective. He checks out. And with the bear here, there will be a lot of investigation for seeing if the relationship is really solid, because this is also sometimes the card of, in some ways, it's like we will see if the relationship is solid, if it's not corrupted, if there is no other parties involved. We will be suspicious about that with the mice there. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also with this combination that we work out. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe you gain some weight and you, in the place where you are, you want to work out more, you want to lose weight here with this combination. And you can, slowly you will lose weight because the mice nibble. The mice nibble on the weight, so slowly you will be able to lose weight. Anyway, sometimes also this points to health, that we eat more healthy, we eat more in combination with the gym, with the workout, with this combination of cards. For some people in another area, they could become a manager in fitness areas. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe you choose for becoming a fitness a manager in a fitness area, or maybe you want to start your own business in fitness in abroad. This is what we are seeing here. And if you choose that, you will be wanting to be very dominant in your area. You want to manage, you want to increase your position. Also, you want to gain more money. And this is a very good card here for gaining money. Whatever you do here, you will do it from the heart. This is what we are seeing here with this card. We also will be very self-dependent. If authorities control us, we will be very self-dependent. We will not let them come too close to us. We will not share too much. And this is wise also with the fox. Don't share everything with employers, with the customers. Keep things for yourself. The fox is a card that operates between dusk and dawn. It's a smart card. It operates for improving themselves. And this is exactly what you should do here with this combination. It's possible also that you figure out that your boss, let's assume you're working for somebody, that you figure out or information comes to you that your boss or the authority figures are not exactly what they seem to be. And somehow this information is reaching you. And but you yourself, you have a protection. Anyway, we need to be careful here, and we will probably observe that these people are somehow, that it brings a distrust in you. It's not what it seems, but you will be distrustful. This is what we are seeing here. If these people steer you in certain directions, you could get authority problems because you know this and that, and they don't know that you have this information. So this is also a smart combination, because you know, but in the other side, it's also put pressure on you and it puts stress on you. So this is the other side that we are seeing here. It doesn't mean that the money is not good. This is what we are seeing here, but you will have a vigorous self-defense here. Maybe you don't want to involved in that. You would just want to do a good job here with this combination. There will be a distrust here that is very important, and that would pressure on you. We need to take care of ourselves. It's very important that we do so here with this combination of cards. There could be something wrong with these people that are in charge. Then we have, these are all possibilities, what I'm saying here. These are possibilities, so you need to look around you. Then we have the bear and the mice. The bear and the mice here, it tells us here, there is some annoyances around us here. It's possible that on the long run, you will lose strength, maybe because of the situation that you are observing around you. Maybe you want to get things more under control. You want to control, steer things, and maybe it's not easy to steer. Maybe you cannot, or maybe there's an issue here that you cannot steer the situation as you are. We also need to be careful not to overspend certain monies. This is what we are seeing here. Be careful budget-wise. This is what we are seeing here. But for another side, if you want to lose weight, this is a very good combination, as I mentioned earlier here. With this combination. Anyway, it's possible also that some things that you observe go against your character. It goes against your heart. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes it points that we literally need to assassinate our own character. So the point will be, if you will go so far here, sometimes also this points, if I see it from another side, that we fight corruption, because the bear is also a just card. So if you see it, it goes too far, it's possible that it turns you around. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. You need to have confidence in your own strength here with this combination of cards here. It's possible also that if we get this information, that we take distance from our boss. They try to contact, but we try to move around, and we don't want to talk to them anymore, or as little as possible, because we know these things. This is what we are seeing here also. Then we have the book, the heart, and the fish. The book and the heart here, this is then for matters of the heart. This points that we have feelings, and we keep these feelings secrets to a certain someone around us. This is a romantic combination that we are seeing here. This could be or our feelings or the feelings from somebody else. Since we have the fish, and the fish is multiplying, there will be a lot of feelings. But be careful, as I told you, the fox is there. Be careful, investigate, double check, triple check the situation. Do your work as a detective here for checking out if this all is in your own advantage. Anyway, we see here, but in general with the sun it's positive, but we never know too much here with this combination of cards. Anyway, in another way, if I can see this then in a positive way, it's possible that you keep this relationship secret. We don't share it. Nobody knows that we are involved with person X or Y, and we don't share that. It could also mean that this relationship, there is something illegal on, something that may not be known, something that is secret. There's something on that we don't want to be shared here. This is what we are seeing here. But in many cases, it points to a secret lover that we are here. If we don't share this, we certainly have a secret crush on somebody. There's a romantic secret here that we are seeing here with this combination. On the work front, if I see this then on the work front, it points that we are very passionate for what we are doing as our job. We are very passionate. We are with our heart in it here. This is what we are seeing here also. But as I mentioned, you need to take in consideration the possible problems that are there. Anyway, we will also investigate in our love life here. There's an understanding, even if if we come in a difficult situation, and there is some distance with the lover for certain reasons, we will understand it because there is a love here. There's a love we will understand if we cannot always meet the lover, if there are certain limitations, maybe there's a certain time frame here that we are seeing here. Maybe we know that the lover has certain faults and we accept these faults. This is what we are seeing here. Then the next combination here is that we are financially advancing here. We have a very strong focus on our finances here. If you do business, your labor will bring fruits here. This is what we are seeing here. In another way, also this points to a very strong sensuality, and it also literally indicates sexuality. So if you choose, this could be possible with this relationship here. If you take distance of this person, this could be a friends with benefits relationship here, or arrangements that have certain similarities. This is what we are seeing here. But it doesn't mean we will not value this relationship. We will value it with this combination. But be careful here. If you give your heart, you don't get hurt. I mentioned that earlier here. Just see how far you want to go with this combination of cards. Anyway, you will have a very strong focus on improving yourself on the materialistic way here with this combination of cards. It's possible also that that you try to find a balance for yourself. It's like a give and take here that we are having. But for the love for job here is very strong here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. If you have a certain hobby, there's also a lot of passion for the hobbies here. Then we go in the vertical lines, the sun, the fox, and the book. The sun and the fox here, if there are certain tricky situations around us, this points to success. So we will see, because the sun brings clarity. So if we see that people hide things around us, or things are not as they should be, we will see it through, because the fox is a very smart card. It's a very tricky card, and it sees if others don't have our highest well-being in intentions. So we see this here, but we will keep it secret. We will not share what we know, because we have the book here, and the book is the secret here. Anyway, you will be happy with your job here. If the situation is tricky, it will be in your advantage here. If you have competition, for instance, also for instance, for the job, you will be successful over the competition. And most likely this will come because you implement an angle of creativity that other people don't see. This is what we are seeing here. We will gain literally to being a creative, and this might be through a knowledge that you only possess. Maybe you educated, maybe you learned something before, and you implement this in your job, and other peoples are unable to see the angle that you giving your job here. This is what we are seeing here. But you will enjoy what you're doing. You will also, there will be entertainment, there will be relaxation here with this combination. Also, if you have the feeling you cannot relax, you should with this combination. Don't try to, I would almost say, try to force yourself for relaxation. This is what we are seeing here if you cannot. Anyway, there is a happiness here. We need to take care of ourselves here. It's important because this is a bright combination for being happy, and give yourself a break also time to time. Then we go in the second line. We have the mountain, the bear, and the heart. The mountain and the bear here, this points to education, and educator, somebody who teaches. I always somebody in abroad. It's possible also as a sideline you write things, you publish things. Maybe you are a blogger, maybe you publish, maybe you have maybe you want to publish some work. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that you publish what you know, whatever area there you're in, whatever your business is, whatever job you do. It's possible that you want to publicate something about that here. This is what we are are seeing here with this combination. And probably people don't know that you are writing, that you are blogging. Maybe you do this under an alias. This is what we are seeing here also. And actually, this is a good combination for keeping things secret. Maybe you have a reason for keeping things secret. Maybe you have a reason for working under an alias. This is what we are seeing here. It's wise also to do so with this combination, but we ourselves, we will keep digging. This is the combination that we dig out the problems and we want to see what is going on here. This is what we are seeing here. Also, you yourself, you need to double check all your facts, because sometimes with the fox and the bear and the mountain, we need to double check all the information, because some of the information might be inaccurate or it's difficult to get the information. This is possible also with this combination of cards. Anyway, also, if you feel that you don't have enough knowledge yet about certain areas in your life, you will autodidact, self-educate yourself here also with this combination. If you teach already, you will still be learning things. But if there is some cheating, some lying, some trickery around you, you will see it through. You will see through it here with this combination. It's like literally we smell the lies. We smell the lies, but we cannot exactly put it, but we know there are lies here, and you will probably for now, maybe it might not be discovered, but you will find it in the very near future here. This is what we are seeing here, because we investigate in depth here with this combination of cards. There is a certain distrust that we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also, if we educate or we teach other people in certain fields of life, we disagree with certain facts that we share. And it's possible that we give it a swing, in the way we educate. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. For some people, this might be that this is an egoistic angle, but for other people, it might be something else. It might be more a freedom here that we are giving. This is what we are seeing here, but we need to take care of ourselves here with this combination. Then we come in the second vertical line here. We have the mountain here and the bear. The mountain and the bear here, it tells us here, this is in another city, affairs in another city and abroad here, borders that we are crossing. This is border security that we need to pass. Mostly with the sun and the heart, it will go smooth. So if you cross borders, mostly this goes smooth here, but we are confronted with security, with customs, but mostly it's like that if we go to another country. This points also to the competition, as I mentioned earlier, but it's possible, as I said here, there's a blockage. Somebody is blocking you, maybe because of certain reason. There's I would not say detainment, but there's as I said here, there's a quarantine possible here if you go to abroad here. You will get over this blockage here because you have trust, you have faith in your heart here. This is what we are seeing here. And also it could be that we have a heart, or that our heart is abroad here. Things could also become related to the love. Things will probably take a clear angle around the Christmas period. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards. It's possible in the country that you are traveling, there are certain foods that are short. Sometimes this points also to short of food, or there is short of certain foods. This is possible also with this combination. We know now everything is very expensive since the last month, all the prices go up. Sometimes there are also distribution problems for distributing grains, or especially if you're in a country that relies on import, there could be some shortages here, and maybe you need to eat other foods that you did not expect. This is possible also with this combination of cards. And this is caused by the government. This is caused by governments. Actually, there is no need for that, but the government is partly responsible for that. This is what we are seeing here. They are part of the process here for putting stress on their people. If I see this in the general, then here with this combination. But you will try to find a way around it here if this is possible. Probably you don't agree, you will see the problem here that the government is causing this for the people around you here with this combination of cards. It's possible also that you see that some older people around you are suffering from this. This is what we are seeing here also, especially people 75 plus here. We see that these people suffering here with this combination. If you do your job and you like teaching, it's possible that you do this till a very high age if you do what you're if you like what you're doing here. Sometimes also this combination tells us if we have certain knowledge and we are unable to share this knowledge, that it brings a kind of loneliness. So let's assume you gather information and you cannot share all this information about what governments are doing, about what happening to the people around you. It could bring you a loneliness. It could make you feel lonely in your mind here. It could also make you short-tempered. If people bloom everything for you in that area, you will be short-tempered. You will stop the communication, or you will give them a very short answer because you know it's not the truth. This is what we are seeing here, because the bear can be short-tempered, especially with Leo here, if they bloom the situation, if they cover up situation, if they bloom it for you, you will be very short-tempered and you will not go along with that conversation because you know there is something going on here. You will not bow here to authority. Even if they make your life sour, you will stop the communication, but you will not bow for them. Leo is the king, so they are hard to bow. This is what we are seeing here, but probably you will play it tricky for them. You will be smart for them here. Probably also we will choose to live in a more remote area. If we go abroad, we will choose for a more remote area with this situation. And probably you're hoping that this situation soon will be resolved here. This is what we are seeing. But you will be very stubborn here toward this situation. You will not accept this. You will try to do something about it here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that you share this with your students, that you share this information with your student, that you don't agree with the lesson plan that is very rigid and strict and is given in an honest way. It's possible that you give your angle. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. If we do so, we need to be careful here that we don't come in problems through our honesty. This is what we are seeing here, because now there's a lot of overruling about companies who dominate the world, who put their stamp on authority figures, on politicians. This is what clearly what we are seeing here. The stamp of the companies that are controlling politicians, that steer literally politicians in a certain way. They are under pressure of. This is what we are seeing here, and probably this is clear for you here with this combination, but probably we ourselves, we are not able to overrule it, and we try to find a way around the problem, and it will give you stress. This is what we are seeing here. You will try to find alternatives here with this combination of cards here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, what we see more here, that we have a sober lifestyle. We agree with a sober lifestyle. Maybe we are forced to, but we will have a very sober lifestyle here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that the government or the local governments themselves, they put themselves in a deadlock. So they have put themselves in a situation and they cannot out. Sometimes also it points that lies are exposed, but they stay in the deadlock because of reason of stubbornness. This is what we are seeing here also. So if you build up certain lies for a very long time, I'm not meaning you here, I'm meaning the governments. If governments have built up a long lie, a big lie, and this is what we are seeing here, it's very difficult to get out of the lie that they created. And this is what they try to do. They will try to get the confidence of the people, but actually they put themselves there. This is because they accepted certain pressure from other people. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards. Be careful here. You need to play it smart here with this combination. This is not a combination also you will give up, but you will do it in a roundabout way here. But there could be some form of entrapment here that we are coming in a way. Also, this points to, if I see this on the world front, we see here also this is, the cards tell us here, there's inflation, but we know already there's inflation, but maybe the inflation in the place where you are is higher. This is what we are seeing here, but we will be very diplomatic here. We will be sober. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that also that these authorities, they implement certain things very strictly. And I think with this combination, you are not going to be too very happy about what is happening there. But sometimes we need to accept certain things, but probably behind the scenes, you're working out something. Then we have the bear and the heart here. For the love front, we come now back on the love front. This could be really something that is letting you shake. This points to a very big love in our life. We are very high in love. The bear is expanding. He expands everything. So this is the big love. We could see this as the big love of our life. This is what we are seeing here. Also, we have a compassionate attitude towards our lover, but also to the general public. We are very compassionate. We want to be like a mother. We want to take the people under our wings. Leo like to have the people under their wings. They like to be the king, but they also want to be protecting the people. And also on the love front, you will do the same. This is what we are seeing here. It's like almost you want to be a mother for the people. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. There's a passion for helping the people here with this combination of cards here. There will be acts of love that you are doing here, sometimes also altruistic acts of love. You will give out of love. There's a very big love here that we are seeing here with this combination of cards. If you had some issue with an authority figure, also you will try to balance it out. This is what we are seeing here. I'm not saying you will get along with corruption, but you will try to find a balance. This is what we are seeing here. Then we go in the third vertical line. We have the anchor, the mice, and the fish. The anchor and the mice here. There will be some things that we need to let go of in our life. Could see our stability in a different light. Maybe we are becoming less materialistic. Even though we are aware that we need to earn money, it's possible that we let certain things go. And we will do this out of our self-interest on the long run. This is what we are seeing here. But we cannot forget, even if people suffer, to take care of ourselves. This is what we are seeing here. Here, sometimes we cannot solve the situation alone. You can help a few, but you cannot help everybody. This is what we are seeing here. Remember to take care of yourself also, even if you are coming in a dire situation regarding towards others. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards. Some people will try to put pressure on you and make you doubt yourself that your judgment is correct. But mostly with the sun and the bear and the fish, the judgment is quite correct. But some people in your surroundings or on the general front, on the worldwide, could make you doubt that your opinion is right, but it's undoubtable that your opinion is not right here with this combination of cards. Don't doubt yourself here with this combination. If you feel there are unreliabilities from governments, this is probably correct here with this combination. You have a very strong longing also for freedom here. You could have the feeling that your freedom is stolen. This is what we are seeing here. A lot of people experience this now. You could have a feeling that your feeling is stolen, and it has a very big impact on you. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. And you have the feeling that more of your rights will be stolen. This is what we are seeing here, because the mice nibble. It goes in steps here, and you could really have this feeling. This is what we are seeing here. You could feel that there is sneakiness here around you with this combination of cards here. And you will be very stubborn for it. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the mice and the fish here. This is that we review our values. Certain things you will let go here. This could also have an effect on your health. It's possible here that we recover, that our health is recovering with the bear here in this card, that your health is recovering, or this whole situation puts a certain stress on your health here. We will readdress the situation, our body here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. If you do business in abroad, sometimes also this points that it's not easy for our business, but there is a strong focus here on money. So the cards are double. They are always double. It will all depend how diplomatic you approach the situation and how much you care for the cause and how much you care for your job. But the important thing, of course, is that we take care of ourselves here with this combination of cards here. you need to take care also of your money. Don't trust other people with your money, because here this points that maybe people around us might not what they see. Don't trust, don't give power of attorney over your money. Don't do things like that. Keep control over your money. Manage yourself, your own money here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. Also, probably you will think, I can manage myself, so for now it's enough. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Now we're going to see if we add something, can add something with the cross. We have the sun, the bear, and the fish here. Financial success, as I said, financial advancement is possible here with this combination. Good times here coming to us on the sensual front, also possible positive finances. We feel that we have enough. Weight loss, I already mentioned this. You are optimistic even that the situation is dire. You will still have a form of optimism here. This is what we are seeing here. Also, you like to be in charge here. We like what we do, like to be in charge. Then we have the bear and the fish. Very good source of income if we want here. Also, this points to business permits. You will get business permits. If they are already late, you will get the business permits here. This is what we are seeing here. Be careful because if you earn money out of certain fronts, it's possible that you overlook and that there are sidelines that you're missing that can bring you more money. This is what we are seeing here. It means that sometimes we cannot see all the angles for earning more money. This is what we are seeing. So you need to look around you, as I said, with the fox here. If you want and if you focus on yourself, this is really a prosperous combination. You could earn more than you want. The question is, how will you act and react in the place where you are and on the global situation? This will be the balance that you will need to make for yourself. But you will get a lot of power, authority here. The job will give you authority. You will come in a dominant position. This is what we are seeing here. You want to take charge of your things. Then we have the anchor, the bear, and the book. The anchor and the bear here, we have very strong will for our ambitions here. We will be very perseverant here with this combination of cards here. We will need to navigate for getting where we are, as I mentioned earlier. There will be a very strong focus, stable income. Here also with this combination, maybe we choose also to live with somebody here with this combination of cards here. Maybe you live with a colleague. This is possible. Or you choose to live with a partner here. This is what we are seeing here. There's a safeness here also that we are feeling if we are together with the partner, but we have the fox there. I mentioned this earlier, be careful. We have the bear and the book there. Also, this is an expansion of our knowledge. The knowledge that we have brings us more stability here. Financially, we will be smart. Also, this means, this combination is that we are not only a position in authority, but we also have an authoritative role behind the scenes, whatever that may mean to you here. This is what we are seeing here. People can see you on the front and that you're teaching or that you're educating something or that you're learning other people, but there's also something going on in the back, a second interest. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. This is also the combination that you implement what you have learned. This is we use our practical skills, what we have learned before in theory. And also you will protect your secret. If they try to extract a secret on you, you will be very unwilling to give any secrets up. You will not. Anyway, this is about it here for Leo. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this Lenormand card reading. Thanks for staying with me till the end, my Leo friends. There's a lot of details here in the card reading. If you want more guiding card readings, I do also philosophical, spiritual card readings. They are more like guides. They are short readings. They take 10 minutes. And if you want additional financial information, there are also the philosophical financial card readings. So you can get these things all on my channel. You can put the tree together and you have a very clear overview for the month to come. So my Leo friends, this is all for now. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of it. Thank you for considering subscribing to my channel and see you next time. Bye bye for now.